Ah, you jokester. Ah, you jokester. Alright.
Switch ups.
We was on your side. I was never with that nigga in the first place.
Sliming out your homeboy after getting that first check from Walmart. Made $105 in an 80-hour work week. Getting money, brother. I'm hustling. Feeling like Franklin Saint. I'm sorry, homie. You gotta go. Switching up is definitely one of the most interesting things to happen. Cause that stuff just be happening, bruh. And most of the time, it be pre-predictable. But of course, you was blinded by your liking towards that whole ad trader. I'm not victim blaming here, dog. You know, I've been somewhat switched up on myself, but now I'm the switcher and I switch down my day ones for y'all views in return. Everyone I meet is just a stepping stone to my final goal of world domination. Let me stop trolling, bro. That's like the final entry of this very video. But yes, this video is about people who switched up for one thing or another. And to be real, this is the first video where I'm just looking at everyone here and I can't give any reason for their actions. Maybe the first guy, but everyone else here is a slut, bro. But the first man is pretty recent. We're talking about Nolan Grayson, aka Omni-Man. Can't have a list of switch ups without this man on it because this is still one of the craziest twists in recent TV history. We learned early on what Omni-Man was about, and it was devious work. Dude really pulled in all of his coworkers off the clock just to solo them and pack them up. Viltrumites don't play. Oh snap, wait, hold up. Maybe Immortal got him. I'm playing. We all know the Immortal is booty. It was so bad at first that Omni-Man looked super unstoppable, but bro just eventually went away and has stayed away up to this point. Before he did that, he was moving so devious. Mark told him he has gotten his powers, and just look at this man's face, bro.
Guess who's finally getting his powers?
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Threw a trash bag into space at work.
You just know you're ready to do whatever it takes to live out the Viltrum Empire's dream, bruh. And as soon as he found out that Mark wasn't on that timing, he didn't to beat the brakes off of that boy. His own son. Omni-Man found out his son didn't want to take over the world, and he was in denial like Ice Cube in that new World of Worlds movie.
It's you! It's you!
Yeah.
Oh, this movie's so funny, man. This movie's so funny because he yelled at the computer screen, man.
Well, yes, kind of.
How could you, man? How could you?
Movie trash, by the way. I haven't even seen it yet, but the clips are enough. This movie's a 2-pack of buns. Just imagine your dad beating you.
That movie's so funny, man.
You up, because you're not an evil dude, bro. If this was me and my dad, man. I don't know. I'm probably getting folded too. But Omni-Man is slowly getting a redemption arc. So like I said, he the only one here I can kind of let slide. Because his whole empire plan was all he was taught growing up on Viltrum. It's their customs and culture. A dude who wasn't...
Nah, bro, I want to see an alien, bro. I really want to see it. Like, what does that look like? I really want to see what that looks like. Like, that's like seeing an alien version of oh. Like, what does that alien version of like a human society look like? Like a Cyclops, for example, the one-eyed alien. Yo, I gotta see one of those. I gotta see one of those before I die.
Raised on this timer, however, is Anakin Skywalker. Recently, my friend was telling me to try Star Wars again. He's a huge fan, but I'm not. I mess with the Force Unleashed too, though. And I haven't really seen Star Wars since I was a kid, so I decided to retry as an adult, but watch them in chronological order. So I recently finished the prequel series. Ain't no way, boy. I don't know how people look at Anakin with the idea that he's like misunderstood or something. Nah, bro, this nigga is just wrong. So let me get this straight. Jin found Anakin in episode 1 and realized how special and unique the kid was. So he made a way to free him from slavery in order to trade him into becoming a Jedi, because he has potential to become the best of all and end all of that Sith stuff. Jin dies though, so that leaves his apprentice Obi-Wan Kenobi to train Anakin. And this and that happens. Yada yada. Anakin murks Dooku, but still isn't deemed a Jedi Master. I'm gonna be real for a second. I do think these guys were aiding a bit, but I also think...
I was distracted on my phone, but I just could never get into Star Wars. Like, I feel like that's something you have to get into if you were younger. Like, I just could never get into it. Like, it doesn't... It don't move me, bro.
They were being
It
extra
doesn't-
cautious, but that's not even the key reason he switched up, bro. He was super afraid of losing Padme because before the worst of the worst happened, he had dreams of her dying, similar to the nightmares he had of his mother before she died herself, which is just sad. And Palpatine peeped this and kept telling him he the only one with power to stop her from dying.
I have the power to save the one you love.
Which he didn't even do. Like, the woman is long gone now, so that nigga lied. And even before that happened, bro, the way Palpatine just speaks is wrong. Obi
Love
and
me a
Anakin was
Frieza.
saving him from Dooku, and that
Everybody
nigga was
loves him
in
a Frieza.
bondage talking about some, yeah, nigga, kill him. Like, bro, Palpatine being evil was super predictable. And it was clear that he was manipulating Anakin. So, like, Anakin, you low-key an idiot. But then again, Natalie Portman.
You got me.
But dang, bro, I don't even know if she's worth killing Lil Jits over. Like, you could have at least spared them squirts, bro. Lil bro saw that lightsaber and
Killed the
flinched.
kids
Too many
too.
of them. What are we going to do?
Oh man.
Oh no,
Oh,
bro did
man.
all of this just to end up choking his wife himself. Anakin was big tripping, dog. It's so sad that Obi just could not talk any shit.
Wait. So what was the point of all of it then? It's just like whatever at that point, just kill everybody. Like, what was the point?
Into his little bro. But going from one brother-like dynamic to another, we got that switch up Harry did to Peter. After his fight with the Green Goblin, Harry grew a hate for Spider-Man. And then when he found out that Spider-Man was Peter, that hate amplified. And you want to know why it got personal? It
Because of Mary Jane. It was because of Mary Jane, if I remember correctly.
wasn't because in his head, his friend murked his dad. That's not everything. That's not it. There's more. I believe it was over that hoe, Mary Jane. Mary Jane is the main source of the problem that be happening in the Sam
Of
Raimi
course.
movies, bro. Being a
Of
hoe can cause
course.
citywide destruction. Man, forget about Harry for real. He switched up on Peter, but to be fair, it was low-key mutual. Because, Peter, why are you dating your homie's ex? That's some questionable stuff. But Mary Jane switched up in every movie. In Spider-Man 1, she broke up with Flash Thompson at graduation. And in the same movie, she started dating Harry, but ended up leaving him and confessed her love for Peter at Norman Osborn's funeral. Who does that? Then in Spider-Man 2,
Oh my god, I forgot that happened. Yeah, I definitely forgot that happened. Wow.
she's dating this astronaut nigga, but leaves him at the altar before the movie ends. Like she pulled up on Peter in a wedding dress, trying to say she want to make things work.
What the fuck is
Why
this?
would you wait until your wedding date to
What?
do this, bro? Cloud, we talking about evil light skins. Man, what about the devilish redhead? Mary Jane Solos, all them light skins. She might be the worst woman of all time. And we not even done yet. She breaks up with Peter a bajillion more times, ended up at Harry's, and hooked up with him again. I don't mean to thought shame, bruh, but when you move like this,
I actually don't remember none of this. Wow. It's always over a girl, man.
be self-aware. Don't be talking smack to Peter like he ain't good enough and acting like you the prize.
She's not even a good one either. Like, what?
He's Spider-Man. You a Bob. Sang Woo from Squid Game. I watched Squid Game 2 and 3 earlier this summer. Good seasons. I like the way it ended. It proves the intended message. Blah, blah, blah. But we taking it back to season 1. Because yes, there's traitors all throughout the series, but there is no other like how Sang Woo did that man Ali back in season 1, bro. Ali was very fond of Sang Woo.
How you do him again?
And bro thought he made a genuine homie in the games. But when it was time to play
How'd that go
marbles,
again?
Ali was in a pickle because, well, he Indian, bro. He ain't grow up playing these Korean games. This the first time the nigga seen a marble. Sang Woo told that man that he had a plan to where they can both get out alive, and Ali trusted him, so he followed with the plan. But the whole time, Sang Woo just robbed Ali of all his marbles, leaving him with none and actively eliminating him from the games. This one is horrible because
That was
from
funny,
Ali's
I
point
ain't
of
gonna
view,
lie.
you know he had no suspicion of this even happening. Zero signs in that man's head.
That was
He got
hilarious, I
slimed
ain't
out
gonna
for
lie.
marbles. Squid Games is crazy. One of the most forgotten about yet biggest traitors of all time is Greg Heffley from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. As a kid, reading the books, I would be like,
Yeah. Bro's motives make sense.
I'm sure every elementary and middle schooler would read these and agree with him most of the time. But as
I ain't gonna lie, I did. I had book 1 through 5. Wait, what was that Brown book? Brown. I had 2, 3, 4, and 5. I probably had 2 through 5, or I had 1 through 3 and 5. I know I was missing a number, and I had 6 too. Good times, man. I have none of those books anymore, though.
I grew up, it dawned to me just how much of a hoe this boy was. Funny enough, he's the second most selfish, conniving dickhead in this entire video. He has 0 bodies on his hit list, yet he's the second biggest hater here. Make that make sense. But I say this solely because, one, everyone here so far isn't 100% selfish. Besides Mary Jane, and everyone else would do their crimes against worthy foes. You know, people that can hang with them and whatnot. Dude, Greg could be doing his switch-ups on Rowley of all people. Happy-go-lucky, chubby little Justin Bieber fan with a bowl cut for Pete's sake. And 2, this nigga Greg just arguably has the least morals out of this whole list. Greg was willing to slime out each and every acquaintance he had, all for middle school levels of fame and motion. This boy a loser. Greg tormented kindergartners and framed Rowley for it. Racked up charges on Rowley's dad Bill because he wanted smoothies at the country club. That's $260 worth of smoothies.
Oh yeah, didn't he want that girl, little sister? What's her name? Holly. Cause the big sister is the one Roderick wanted. Or was it Heather? Heather or Holly? Yeah. He was doing that for that girl too, right?
That's gluttony spoken about in the holy word. Bro even faked having a job to throw off his dad.
Stop it!
How you sliming out your own pops? Cause he wanted you to have real motion. Dude had the whole school acting like Chirag Gupta was invincible. This was his best rage bait moment, but let's be real. Greg is a racist. Why didn't he do this to a white kid?
No, you get your goddamn ass out of here!
Hashtag stop Indian hate. Worst thing is, he broke Rowley's arm doing that unnecessary football tricycle thing, and he never even said sorry for it. He saw how the girls were signing Rowley's cast and went to...
Oh yeah, he faked his injury too. Yo. Yeah, he really was messed up. But I don't remember it like this.
Get fake bandages so he can try to get the same attention. Bottom line is that Greg is totally hoeing any and everybody for whatever he wants. He's a pro switch up. That boy don't have an ounce of loyalty in his bones. And that's why Holly didn't want his weak self. Greg is definitely a dude head, bro.
That broken hand was the best thing that ever happened to you.
Okay, I do remember that part. I do remember that part. Yeah.
Don't call me. Don't come by my house. We're done.
Alright guys, we've made it to the final entry. By far the worst man on this list. He's the reason why Greg is on...
No, he really was messed up. I actually don't... Like, that's crazy. Damn.
Only second worst. The most powerful femboy twink in history. The leader of the Band of the Hawk. Femta, formerly known as
Trey was cold for that.
This summer, I watched the Berserk anime.
Oh my god. It's funny because I literally just watched Berserk like 2 months ago. Like, I literally just finished Berserk like 2 months ago.
From 1997. And it's great. I loved it. But man, Griffith is just... He's a hoe! He's one of the biggest hoes!
Yeah, that
First time we meet him, he's challenging Guts. And if he beats him, he joins his men. But if he doesn't, he gets to mind his business. And of course he beats Guts. So during this arc of the series, most of it's covering Guts' time with the Band of the Hawk under Griffith. And now he grows to be one of, if not the most cold and important member of that band. And Griffith's case is interesting because from the jump, you can clearly see that Guts is more of an accessory for his path to his final goal, which was to have his own kingdom. But Griffith started moving like a genuine friend to his band a lot. Like, dude was hanging in there for his supporters each and every step of the way. Bro even let Medieval Diddy get at his cheeks so he can fund the Band of the Hawk.
Oh my god, he did do that. Oh my god, he did do that.
Griffith!
No. You cannot be serious.
Oh my
He wants
God.
to defy the typical path for commoners. So in a way, when you watching or reading this, it's like,
He's
this
a good
nigga
guy.
not so bad. But
He's a
there's
good
definitely
guy.
some things that foreshadow his downright evil side. Like how he was talking to Guts, saying he belongs to him and stuff. He talking to a nigga built like Miami LeBron James, like this. as a twink, by the way. Griffith is a very ballsy man. After some years and a lot of success with the Hulk, Guts eventually comes to terms and wants to not fight for another man, but for himself. That's real. Guts deserves to feel like that. He was clutching up the entire arc. Without him, the band The Hulk would have been slimed out a long time ago. Griffith peeped this and was like,
heck no, bro. You still mine. You better box me for it.
And Guts was like, alright, and folded him and dipped. This whole situation is funny because Griffith said he respects those who follow their own dreams, but he pretty much crashed out after Guts moved on to follow his very own dreams, which just showed how much crap Griffith was full of. Like, how you mad that your homeboy wanted to go out on his own and find himself? Just a selfish nigga Griffith is.
That's what I don't understand. Like, how can you be mad at Griffith? Like, how can you be mad at Guts? Like, he didn't see himself on. He saw himself on like a lower level than Griffith, so he like, until I feel like I'm on an equal footing with him, I'm gonna come back. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with what he did.
And it escalates. After some time, Guts returns to help his friends because he heard that Casca, by the way, Casca, who was a part of the big three in the band The Hawk with Griffith and Guts, has like this romantic tension with Guts. Like, they crack. Like they crush, they do that, like, you know, they get it on. So that's very important.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. They have that. But yes, Guts returned to go save Griffith from captivity, and he's in there because he seduced Princess Charlotte, and her pops wasn't having that. So yeah, they lock up Griffith and torture him for a fat minute. He was a twig and crippled, but bro, Guts is a real homie. He pulled up to save him with the others when he really didn't have to. Keep in mind, he's not a member of the Hawk anymore, but he does this anyway because to him, that's his homeboy. That's what real friends do. But Griffith has grown extra mentally ill and desperate during this time, and for multiple reasons, he soon activates his behelit, which was like this weird necklace piece he's been wearing for the entire series, and he does it during the eclipse, which puts him in the band of the Hawk in this weird evil world. And in this moment, Griffith is shown how far away he is from his goal and how many bodies he has taken out so far to get where he is. And he gets his shortcut from these demon thing niggas, and that shortcut was to kill all his homies who have been helping him try to achieve this goal. He was
all except two of them. He left two alive. Wait, didn't the little boy get left alive too, the blondie?
That desperate to be a ruler, bro. One power can lead people into devious places. This entire scene was insane because everything leading up to this just makes it sadder. The band of the Hawk were nearly like family. We meet side characters in the band of the Hawk with their own motives and depth, just for all of them to be killed off by the sacrificial demons right here. I can't even explain it for real. If you've seen a Red Berserk, you know what I mean. And if you haven't, you just have to do that to fully grasp how it was. This is truly heartbreaking stuff. But the worst part is that Griffith just didn't off Casca and Guts with the others. Guts is mad skilled, so he survives all the attacks. But the demons capture Casca and they don't offer, but they bring her to Griffith. And Guts is there to see it. And this evil nigga Griffith proceeds to do unspeakable acts to Casca, with Guts being held down by the demons in front of him to watch it. This man is disgusting. You know Guts' love for Casca was genuine, bro. He literally chopped off his own arm to free himself to try to still save her. I love Guts so much, bro. He don't deserve any of this. He's the only reason Griffith was even freed from the torture. And he decided to go this far against him. A switch up like no other. All this against Guts because Guts didn't let him own him like he was a pet. He's so ungrateful because even if Guts isn't with the band The Hawk anymore, he literally came back to save you when he heard the news that you were captured. He don't have to be in the band to have love and still affiliate himself with y'all, bro. It's clear he cares about y'all. Y'all his homies. All my homies hate Griffith. Guts all day. I need to start reading the manga though. Berserk is very good. And I apologize for my explanation of it.
No, I need to read the manga. I actually need to read the manga. I heard that the 2016 version sucks, so I never watched it. Yeah, that switch was actually horrible. Oh my god, like, all because, yeah, that was, you know, it's like I saw that part where he did what he did to Casca, and I was just like my face was stuck. I'm just like, wow, wow. I did watch the end of that. What's that movie called? Where he like saw Casca again, but She had no memory. She was just kind of like a child. And that was. Yeah, that was
It was bad. I didn't want to go into depth because it's very, very layered. And I also want y'all to experience other key details of the story in this arc or even in the future for yourselves. But yes, Griffith is the biggest and worst switch up in fictional history. I think that is all for this video that was filled with some of the fakest people just ever. These some fake niggas. These some hoe niggas. Of course, always remember that God loves you. Thanks for watching the vid. I hope y'all have a wonderful night.
Now I'm just now remembering how crazy this switch up is. Like, it's like it's so bad. Like it was so like. Okay, see, I expected like, cause I can't hear about Griffith this, Griffith that, but like, I didn't think it was gonna be that, and I didn't think it was gonna be in like the last episode or like that was like. That was a very high shock factor. I really didn't expect that. Like that, like I was expecting a Griffith switch up, but not like that. That was like, I have no words for that. That was actually crazy. No, that was insane. Actually, yeah, that insane is a more fitting word. Like dastardly. I like that word from The Sims. Dastardly. I'm a dastardly person. You dastard.